In the dazzling world of entertainment, where relationships often appear and disappear under the constant glare of public attention, it is rare to witness something that feels genuinely sincere. Many connections are built on momentary chemistry, shaped by scripts and expectations, only to fade once the spotlight shifts elsewhere. Yet, when it comes to the bond between Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai, there is a different kind of presence, something softer, deeper, and undeniably authentic. What makes their connection so captivating is not grand gestures or dramatic declarations, but the quiet consistency of their interactions. There is a sense of ease whenever they are together, a natural rhythm that cannot be forced or manufactured. It feels as though their understanding of each other goes beyond words, as if they have found a comfort that many spend years searching for. This kind of connection does not need to be announced loudly. It reveals itself in the smallest, most genuine moments. Song Weilong carries a calm and composed aura, often expressing himself through subtle actions rather than words. There is a quiet attentiveness in the way he interacts, suggesting a depth of feeling that does not require constant validation. On the other hand, Zhao Jinmai radiates warmth and gentleness, creating an environment where those around her feel at ease. When these two personalities come together, they form a balance that feels almost effortless, as if their differences naturally complete one another. Their interactions often speak louder than any public statement ever could. A fleeting glance that lingers just a second longer than expected, a shared smile that seems to carry unspoken meaning, or a small gesture of care that goes unnoticed by many, but not by those who truly observe. These are the moments that build something real. These details, though subtle, are often the most honest reflections of genuine affection. True love does not always arrive with intensity or spectacle. More often, it grows quietly, nurtured through time, shared experiences, and mutual understanding. What appears between Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai reflects this kind of love, one that develops organically, without pressure or performance. There is no urgency to define it, no need to prove it to the world, because what exists between them seems to stand strong on its own. Fans who have followed their journey closely often sense this unique energy. There is something about the way they interact that feels different from typical on-screen partnerships. It is not just about portraying emotions convincingly. It is about genuinely sharing a space where both individuals feel seen and understood. This authenticity resonates deeply, making people believe that what they are witnessing is not merely fiction. What makes their bond even more remarkable is its simplicity. In an industry that often thrives on exaggeration and carefully curated images, their connection appears refreshingly unembellished. There are no excessive displays, no calculated attempts to draw attention, just a quiet presence that speaks volumes. And perhaps that is what makes it so powerful. Pure love does not demand attention. It naturally draws it through its sincerity. Sincerity, after all, is something that cannot be imitated. It may be hidden, but it cannot be fabricated convincingly. The way they listen to each other, the way they respond, and the way they share even the smallest moments all point to a foundation built on trust and mutual respect. These are not elements that can be created overnight. They are formed through time, patience, and genuine care. There is also a sense of maturity in how their connection unfolds. They do not seem rushed by expectations or influenced by external pressures. Instead, they appear to move at their own pace, embracing each moment without the need to label or define it prematurely. This quiet confidence suggests something stable, something that does not easily waver in the face of speculation or public scrutiny. Of course, there will always be questions. People will wonder whether what they see is real or simply a reflection of wishful thinking. But sometimes, the heart recognizes truths that logic cannot fully explain. There are connections that transcend clear definitions, and perhaps this is one of them. When two people are genuinely in sync, it creates a presence that can be felt, even from a distance. Real love does not depend on public acknowledgement to exist. It is not measured by how loudly it is declared, but by how deeply it is experienced. And from everything that has been seen, the quiet actions shared between Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai suggest something meaningful, something that goes beyond surface-level interaction. It is not about appearances, but about the depth of connection that continues to grow with time. As time goes on, perhaps more clarity will emerge, or perhaps their story will remain beautifully undefined. But in the end, what truly matters is not how others interpret their relationship, but how they themselves experience it. Because love, in its truest form, is not something that needs validation from the outside world. It simply exists, steady and unwavering, within the hearts of those who share it. And if what has been observed so far reflects even a fraction of the truth, then it is not an exaggeration to say that the love song Weilong holds for Zhao Jinmai is stronger than many might imagine. Not because it is loud or dramatic, but because it is quiet, sincere, and deeply rooted. A love that does not seek attention, yet effortlessly captures it. A love that is not only beautiful to witness, but also deeply moving to feel. So what do you think? Is this just another on-screen pairing? Or are we actually witnessing something real, something pure between Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai? If you felt that quiet, genuine connection too, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And remember, sometimes the strongest love isn't the loudest one. It's the one you can feel, even in silence. See you in the next video.